Ark Survival Evolved has 3 classic bosses that were first introduced way back on its first map, the island. All 3 can be challenged on the newest map, Fjordur, unlocking several different tech engrams and a full tech suit for those who defeat them. The only catch? If you fail, you lose all the dinos and any gear you take with you. And in this episode, we'll be trying to defeat all 3 in slightly unconventional ways. First up is the spider, which will be facing on stegos. Some of the others have already collected the artifacts and tributes, and I've been invited to tag along. But they are short 1 Sarco skin. Good thing I live by this swamp island. I headed over on this poison wyvern I hatched the other day. I had twins? I actually ended up getting triplets, but I raised this one and named it Draco. Oop, Sarco. I got the skin and then headed over to Dave's place. We had to provide the materials, but he was making everyone an ascendant shotgun to take into the fight. Terrifier and I might have gotten a little impatient, but eventually I had this awesome 314 damage shotgun. We all met up in the cave where the broodmother tribute terminal is. Once everyone's dinos were out, it was time to summon the boss. But things were a bit of a mess.
Wait. Okay, I'm stuck.
Despite having quite a bit of playtime in Ark, I've not done a lot of boss fights, so I was a bit nervous to say the least. This was the Alpha Broodmother, which had almost 1 million health, and it constantly spawns its high-level spider babies that spit webs at you, slowing you down and tearing you to pieces. I started in with a few tail swings first, but then switched over to my shotgun to do some better damage. Then, when the spider babies started to get the best of me, I switched back over to my Stego's tail swing. We'd chewed through about half of the boss's health, and things were going pretty well when I lost my first Stego. I left a good breeding pair at home, so I wasn't too worried about losing them, but I started to get a bit worried about the one I was on when I lost my second and third Stego too. We had it down to a quarter of its health, but others were starting to lose their dinos too, and it was starting to look like it might be a close one. With just a sliver of health left on my last Stego, we went all in with our shotguns and finally finished it off.
It's done. Yes!
Somehow I lost my Discord audio for this particular battle, but I promise everyone else was just as excited as me. They decided to split the element between me and Vino because we were the only ones who didn't have tech yet. But that was about to change. 2 more bosses and I'll have the engrams for a full tech suit. Next up was the giant monkey, which will be trying to face on pigs. But first, there's something else I need to do. Now that I had unlocked some tech engrams, I would be needing a bunch of element. And one of the best ways to get element is if you can get an element dust gacha. So I teleported over with my Bat Lucille to Vanaheim with a pocket full of snow owl pellets and some cryopods. Looks like someone else had the same idea today too. Wonder who that is.
Hello.
Well, hello. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Trying to tame some gachas.
Well, you know what? I have something you might be very interested in.
Ooh, what is it?
Try feeding them this.
Oh.
It was Ark Survival Guide, and he gave me these plant species Y traps, which are apparently really good for taming gacha, and also extremely heavy. I put them in my bat for now and headed over to the nearest gacha. To tame them, you pretty much just throw their food on the ground and they'll pick it up and eat until tamed. Come back. Or sometimes they'll wander away and act like they don't see it. This Dilophosaur messed up my first tame, but the second went better and I ended up with a metal and silica pearls gacha. Very nice. Tamed up 3 more, but their items were all pretty disappointing after that first one.
Nothing.
Oh no.
You can breed them to get random production items on the baby, but somehow I managed to tame all male. But that's okay, ASG says he has some he can spare back at his base, and he wasn't kidding. There were dinos floating everywhere, and about half of them were gachas. Oh, and look, there's Smokey's baby, all grown up. He ended up giving me a snail too, and some plant species Y seed to plant on my own back at home. It was almost time for the big monkey fight, and I had logged on to find that Kaya had left me a gift out front. A beautiful Pixel Pikachu after my Pokemon event. She also traded me this pumpkin-colored pig for one of my pink Stegos. I named it Jack the Pumpkin King for my kid's favorite movie. Then took him and a decent shotgun to go meet up with Raz Clark, Krabby, and Captain Fat Dog to face the monkey. We teleported in and headed off on our pigs, which were full of plenty of mutton. Raz Clark had his Shadow Mane pack for backup, but the plan was to face the monkey boss with just our pigs and shotguns. I had brought some of my best flat gear, but hadn't prepared for the cold, or how frustrating these tiny little poo-throwing monkeys would be. Ugh, ouch. We were about a quarter of the way through its health when it almost threw me off the edge by this waterfall. I headed back into the fight and it smashed me around a bit before these tiny monkeys came after me again.
There's a tiny army of monkeys after me. They won't let me go.
Then I got distracted by this Sasquatch gang and almost froze to death when I forgot to eat. Good thing my kid was watching and pointed out my low health in the corner. Ooh, that was a close one. I drank a med brew and ate some food too. The megapithecus's health was already at 1/3 and my pig was healing just fine. If I can just manage to stay alive, I'll be able to unlock the tech generator engram, which will be a big upgrade at my base.
Oh. No.
Ooh. I managed to lose the Discord audio for this battle too, but don't we look cool? I grabbed this rune in the Aberration Cave before using Raz's teleporter to head back with Jack. After using all that ammo, I really needed to replenish my metal stores, so I headed down the mountain with my RG and Smokey. But I should have checked below first. There was a pack of aloes waiting for us, and things got a bit spicy before I managed to take them out. Grabbed some metal after that, loading some into the RG before heading back up the mountain. With one more of the 3 original boss fights to go, I logged on next to find I'd been raided again, this time by Razclark. But I didn't have time to check out the damage, it was time to head over to the community server for an event. While waiting for things to get started, I had a little something to say to Raz about his raid. Everyone was talking though, so I just punched him instead.
Oh no! How's it going, Solo?
It's been a rough morning.
Yeah.
Do you like my Perlovia?
I did.
Thank you.
It caught me well and truly as well.
Well, good.
Restaurant loves the Pilavies. Did you raid solo?
Wait, can I go water
Who's
skiing?
left?
Somehow this ended up with me attempting to water ski, and then I just spent some time hanging around. When everything was ready, we all lined up before splitting into teams for a PvP fishing event hosted by Captain Fat Dog.
Wait. Oh,
3,
wait.
2, 1. High five.
He's like not in a canoe,
No,
rowing on land.
Something people away. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, let's go.
Where are we going?
Where fish spot? Where good fish spot?
I don't know. It's so peaceful.
It is quite peaceful.
I think.
Oh, we should have stopped.
Get him! Got him! Oh my god, they're all getting knocked out.
Oh, I'm out of arrows. Should we try to get their stuff?
Yeah, let's go.
Feels
Take
so
all.
bad.
I don't.
I can't let go of him.
Go!
Wait.
Go! Hold
Oh, I'm
on.
in. I'm in.
Go!
Alright, that was awesome.
That was pretty awesome. That was fun. I feel like a real pirate.
Yes. True Vikings.
Oh god.
Oh, jellyfish. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Skirt.
Excuse us.
Yep.
Nice.
Tara and I followed our teammate Musket into his favorite fishing spot. The goal was to have the most fish meat locked in your vault by the end of the time limit.
Here, fishy.
We did pretty well, but my recording didn't, and all I have to show for it is these pictures. We headed back and managed to get our fish meat in our vault, but as everyone else arrived, things got a bit more interesting. Our team got 3rd place in the end, with Krabby and Apex taking the win. Now it was almost time for us all to team up and battle the dragon. But first, Razclark had a surprise for us all over on Aberration. After transferring over and getting my stuff from this loot drop, I started to realize it'd been a long time since I'd played on Aberration, and I don't remember where anything is. Freezing spores knocked me out, I got eaten by a Titan boa, and then saved by Nettie on a rock drake. Then, after getting my stuff back, we headed down to meet the others. Looks like the surprise was a blind date with a Reaper Queen. After ASG came limping back, it was my turn to go.
Whisper sweet nothing.
Apex offered some advice, and then it wasn't long before the Reaper grabbed me. Back on the Monarchy server, it was time to face the dragon with Dino.
Wait. Don't
We're doing it! 2, 1!
do it. Here we
And
go.
Deer on back of it.
Who do you reckon's the
Alright.
first one to die?
Dave.
Nobody's dying today.
Oh, there's Patronus. Okay.
Dave's AFK.
Dave, what are you doing?
What?
Dave, move! Dave!
Oh god.
Oh, dear.
If you're low on HP, take a step back, guys.
He's down.
Yeah,
Oh, it's up.
oh, he's up.
Get in there. No.
Having defeated the Gamma Dragon, we still needed to face the Alpha to unlock all the tech engrams. So with a ragtag army of Theory, Shadowmane, a Dionicus, and a Rhino, we headed in to face the Alpha Dragon.
There we go.
There we go.
This was a pretty straightforward fight, with our mismatched team absolutely wrecking the dragon. But what we didn't know was as the dragon fell, something else was coming up from the depths of Mount Doom.
Luckily, the
done.
cloning chamber.
Beautiful. Well done. Well
Nice
done.
job, everybody.
As we celebrated our victory over the Alpha Dragon, 9 new additional creatures were populating our map. These modded creatures all have special taming methods and unique attacks and abilities to discover. So of course, I want to tame them all. But these awesome creatures come with a cost. Not only did we set free all these tameable creatures, we also set free their boss. The Savage Acro was supposed to be tougher than any of the bosses I've faced so far. But surely if we all work together, it won't be that hard. Until we're ready though, you should go watch some of these other episodes.